Hello and welcome to the latest Brian and Ryan Search for the Meaning of Life, live from the dungeon in Monroe Township, New Jersey. I'm here with my co-host, life partner, best friend in the world, future husband, Brian Christopher Walken Dipierro.
Not all that stuff is true, but hello.
Most of it's true. And we have a very special guest today, Brian, don't we?
Yes.
All the way from California. He came all the way from California to be on the show.
Just to be on this show, nothing else.
Exactly right.
Big Red Dick Rick of the Some Shit We Like podcast. Rick, welcome to the show.
I'm very happy to be here.
So, on the show, we try to find the meaning of life. So, I guess, Brian, you can ask him the very first, very obvious question.
You mean the question we forgot to ask our last guest?
Yes.
What is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? To me, the meaning of life is to experience it. Go out there, enjoy it. Don't worry about the little things. It's all about.
It sounds about right to me too.
Just to be happy wherever you can.
I guess we could quit the podcast now because Rick's got it figured out.
I
We're
don't know.
done searching, Brian.
We can close the podcast now, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Give me
I'll
your
go
answer.
home. See ya.
No,
here
dude,
for 2
for
minutes to
reals,
record.
I have no clue, man. Who nobody knows.
That's what this podcast is for.
Exactly. That's why I'm glad you guys made this podcast so I can really find out and get into it, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So, Brian, how's it going? It's been a while. I guess we should talk about, for people who listened to the last episode, we should follow up with what happened right after the last episode. Something special happened.
Oh yeah, you took me out to dinner for a belated birthday party.
Surprise party.
Ah.
It wasn't
Well-
just me, it was a whole gang.
You, Bob, Paul, Shana, Joe Cash, Henry was there after being a guest on the show.
Yeah. Were you shocked? Were you surprised? Did you get emotional?
I was kind of surprised, yeah. I didn't expect it.
It was a good time. You had quite a few drinks and seemed to not really get drunk at all.
Yeah, I had that mixed berry and nut drink or something.
Yeah.
And I had a shot of Fireball and a glass of beer, I think.
Damn.
We were getting crazy.
Like it hit me for like 2 minutes, and I was like, hey, I feel fine now.
Yeah. That's
Time to drink more.
That's a cool bar, isn't it? It's basically like you're in Kentucky. That's what I like about it, even though it's like 10 minutes away in Jersey.
Yeah, I liked it. I would go back again.
Oh, I guess we just figured out what we're doing after this podcast, boys.
Oh.
I gotta go to a job interview after this podcast.
Yeah, I guess that segues into something that I wanted to ask you about, Brian.
What?
So me and Big Red, we decided at the last second to make a stop at Kmart because Rick forgot a toothbrush and he forgot his chapstick. And we were passing Kmart. I'm like, oh, maybe Scott will be working. Sure enough, Scott was there.
Yeah, he told me you were there. And
Now, there's two things about Scott being there. Should I get into the controversial? Should I get into the one that doesn't have anything to do with you, or the one that has something to do with you? I'm going to tell you about both of them.
Get to the one that has something to do with me first.
That way you could get pissed. So, Rick, correct me if I'm wrong on any part of this. So, Scott, he starts asking us, like, tell Brian to get a job and, like, things like that. And I said, Brian had a job. He got laid off. He's like, no, he didn't. Brian just didn't go. He never had a job.
No, I got laid off because they wanted a cherry picker driver, which I don't know how to do.
Yeah. So I stood up for you, as did Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything else from the accusations Scott made? I feel like
that's right.
yeah. So he's claiming that you lied about even having a job. I told him no way, Brian. Why would? Because to me, I get why you might lie to him or like your mom, but you wouldn't lie to me. You'd have nothing to gain by lying to me. So I said, Brian's not making that up. You're crazy.
Well, I worked at Iron Mountain for like a few weeks, and then they told me they wanted a forklift driver who can drive the cherry picker because it goes like 50 feet into the air.
Oh,
That's too high for you.
That's too high. Never again. Not after that one night.
Yeah, as longtime listeners of the show will know, Brian had a pretty bad injury.
No, you had it worse. I didn't.
I know, but mine didn't involve a cherry picker, forklift, whatever.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I was talking about the Lost episode.
Oh, well, I don't remember none of them. We don't talk about the Lost episode.
Don't you need a license to drive a cherry picker?
Yeah, I don't have the certification, which is why I couldn't really do it.
Oh.
But Brian does have a license to pimp.
The License to Kill, like James Bond.
Yeah.
My first target is the President of the United States.
Oh, you
No,
don't,
I'm
you
just
don't want
kidding.
a joke like that.
Yeah, come on. Look at the backlash Madonna got for saying a similar thing.
Oh, the other day I turned on the radio. Like,
She said,
I had
"Fuck."
my earbuds in my pocket, so I had the radio on my phone. Some guy was like, "We let this orange Cheeto into the office. He's got Cheeto hands and Cheeto eyes." I don't know. It was weird.
Pretty accurate.
There's also one thing I have to show you after. Some guy named Sam T. Nelson started Donald Trump show.
Okay. That sounds like a great thing to talk about and not have any opinion on the podcast.
Link in the description.
Link in the description.
Because it's hilarious.
So I guess let's bring up the second major Scott thing that happened at Kmart. So me and Rick are in line, and Kmart's fucking slow as shit, man.
Oh, every
It's
time you're on a line
painful.
there, it takes like 10 minutes
there
to
was
actually get out.
One person in front of
Oh,
us,
it
and I'm
took
not
longer than
joking.
that.
We waited for over 10 minutes. Anyway,
One time I went in there for like a bottle of Coke, and I was in there for 5 minutes waiting on the line just to check out.
yeah, and do you
were
think it's
there.
incompetence on the people working there, or do you think it's like a computer issue with like their register?
Well, there were only 2 people there too.
Yeah, but there's still. But like, what do you think the issue is, Brian?
How
Do you
many
have any-
people were on the line ahead of you?
One.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened to me, too.
Yeah.
I went to get like a bottle of soda or something. I was in there for 10 minutes.
But anyway,
Maybe that's why they're closing down in a month
Probably.
or two.
but anyway, that doesn't bring up to the huge controversial thing that happened. So me and Rick are in line behind this woman, and I guess like it's like a family. It was like a mom. It was like a grandma, mom, and like a daughter/granddaughter, right? Ahead of us, and then it was me and Rick, and then behind me and Rick was an Asian lady speaking another language on the phone. And it's worth noting, I guess, that our cashier was black, and that's just to say it was a minority, right? And Scott comes up to the cashier, and he starts mocking the Asian lady who's on the phone, who's standing no less than, like, at most 5 feet away from him, and just loudly going ching chong into his hand, pretending his hand's a phone.
What the fuck?
And he was saying it to the cashier, which makes the cashier look bad because it puts her in a tough spot. And the woman's right there. There's no way she didn't hear or see it. And I'm like, Scott, you could get fired for that. And he's like, I don't care. I want him to fire me.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck because he's only got like 2 months left there anyway because they're closing down.
But he's also probably going to have a much harder time getting a job than you or anyone else I know. So he should really not get fucking fired and make his, $30 a week or whatever.
Trust me, he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and he's racist.
Jesus.
He stole a couple things from there too.
What'd he steal? Oh my god, this is juicy.
A box cutter, some other stuff from the break room, I think.
Yeah, that's not as exciting as I was hoping.
He stole the
He still
Declaration of
stole.
Independence.
Yeah,
They had it
that
at
national
Kmart,
treasure.
coincidentally.
They have everything there apparently.
Yeah.
Except video games. They stopped selling those for some reason.
Yeah, I gotta say, I like Kmart. I actually like using Kmart for office supplies because they're usually really cheap there. Like I don't know if you've seen in my office like my whiteboard and my cork boards that I use to write and stuff with. I bought
have
those
not.
at Kmart. They're very cheap.
I have not seen your office.
Diddy, you're missing out. You're missing out, man.
I'm shrugging, but nobody can
So
see
Diddy,
that.
what's the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? I think we've discussed that enough. Let's move on to other topics. Did you have anything else to talk about?
Trying to think of what we didn't go over last episode. Did I announce my plans?
Yeah, your plans for
Yeah,
moving.
you did.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You talked about that last episode.
Yeah, I could tell you that there is a thing that happened a little over a week ago that I can't really talk about in any detail that both of you know about.
Oh, really?
Involving a special guest on a music thing.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, but I can't talk about that on here probably for another month or so.
Well, you need to get that other person to start working on the
Yeah,
thing.
that other person, Bobo Sucksky.
I wasn't gonna mention names. God damn it!
Yeah.
I just want to hear the tracks I'm in. Like,
And
come
you know
on, hurry up.
Bob's watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, I
literally
know. Hurry
staring
up,
at
Bob.
whatever pictures on there. Bob, you could go and if you mix, like, not even mix, you're not even mixing. If you just cut like a track a week, 2 tracks a week, it'll be done by the end of the month. And then we send it off to the guy to get mixed and mastered, and then this mystery thing will be out.
This is a call out. You gotta do that, Bob.
Yeah, Bobbio, we're all calling you out.
I'm waiting for this CD. I really want to hear
the what? We don't talk about what it actually is, Rick.
Oh, gotta bleep it.
I'm editing now.
That. But Rick, tell Bob.
Bob, come on, man. I met you. You're a cool dude. Come on. Let's get it together, man.
Yeah, Rick saw Bob's book of dick birds.
Oh my God, yes.
He's got a whole book of them.
He's trying to make 100 of them.
Yeah,
apparently.
he's up to like 90 something, I think.
Is that like how people make like 1,000 origami cranes or something?
Yeah,
he's just doing dick birds.
He's doing dick birds. You've seen some of his dick birds, right?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Yeah.
Like the one he had on his phone at the One Basement Show.
Yeah. When we
had one on his phone.
He had a picture on his phone.
Yeah.
He also told a story.
I thought I meant like a custom case type of deal.
Oh, no. Bob has like Bob doesn't believe in like phones from.
Oh, that's
last
right.
century.
That's right. He has the oldie phone.
Yeah, well.
You got the oldie phone too?
I'm an old man.
But Brian, yours isn't by choice as much as like
money.
Yeah, because you're too busy getting fired from jobs.
Getting laid off because I'm not needed.
Getting laid because you're so sexy.
It was a distraction to all the other employees.
I do have this, but I don't have service.
When we have Bob on, we should have him bring the Dick Bird book and like talk us through it.
Oh God,
that's how good of a guest you are, Rick. We're talking about our next guest.
That's probably that book. Those 2 books. He showed me 2 of them.
They're both Dick Bird books, or
yeah.
There
were some other drawings in there on like the second book he showed me, but like those are some crazy unique drawings that I don't know how the hell he would have come up with. He has an interesting mind.
Yeah, I want him to get a line of T-shirts made with the Dick Birds, or like how they had like those homies back in the day that you could get.
Yeah,
I want to see those, but with the Dick Birds. That'd be pretty cool. We should put a link in description of one of the Dick Bird pictures. I'll send it to you, Bri.
Is that even safe to have on YouTube or whatever though, or link it?
Yeah, you could link to it.
All right.
Yeah. Shoot. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So those Dick Birds, you know what they also kind of remind me of, like the old Garbage Pail Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And like that could totally be like the new line of Garbage Pail Kids, which are Dick Birds.
But how would you be able to market it like something like that?
You censor out the dick just enough, like kind of like how they'll put like a star over a chick's nipples on something.
Yeah, exactly.
As if like, well, granted, yeah, but it's so like, yeah, we'll treat it like a nipple.
I mean, I think that could be a huge hit. There's some people out there that would love to see those Dick Birds. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, look at the Garbage Pail Kids. The people wanted those.
Oh God, that was.
Did you ever collect any of those?
No, I didn't.
You, Ryan?
No.
Oh yeah, me neither. My neighbor had them.
You totally did. That's such like, oh, me neither.
No, I did it, but my neighbor did. No, I mean, dude, I was raised in a Christian house. You think I was gonna have any of that?
I didn't know it was an Antichrist thing.
Everything's Antichrist in a Christian house.
Oh God, it's true.
But no, my neighbor had them and like would just show them off, and my cousin too. Like, dude, those are just not right.
I only had yo-yos and pogs and stuff in the 90s. You remember pogs, right?
Of course.
I forgot how you actually play the game.
Yeah,
I think you stack them up. Everyone puts one pog in the middle. You stack them up, and then you got your slammer. And then you're just supposed to use your slammer and then hit it on the pogs, and then because you put them on a certain side down, and then the ones that are flipped over are the ones that you get to keep.
Really?
Yeah. That was in the 90s too.
That was so long ago. I don't remember anything from it. My mind is blown.
Yeah, and then they were banned from my school because everyone was gambling with them. That, and then so the alternative to that was marbles. So then people just started bringing marbles.
They would lose their marbles.
And yeah, people would lose their marbles and lose their money, and then that got banned.
And then people would start bringing in jacks too. Like, did you ever have that?
Jacks, I think so.
People would start playing jacks out of nowhere, yeah.
But I remember marbles and pogs were definitely a big deal.
I remember someone got in trouble for bringing Uno cards.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Uno cards, those are so harmless.
Yeah, I know, but I think people gambled with them.
Yeah.
Oh, you could gamble with anything.
Oh, man. Brian, there's something we could talk about. A little bit of an edgy topic, a little bit touchy, sensitive.
Was it that party that I didn't go to?
No.
Because that's
not
definitely sensitive.
No, it wasn't a party. It was a show, man. And it was a big show. And
Oh,
you missed
yeah,
out.
and it made a decent amount of money for Planned
we
Parenthood.
raised 320... Well, actually, for the podcast, we raised $325 for Planned Parenthood. So that means a lot of people came. We sold out of posters. Everyone had a great time. Everyone was cool. People crowd surfed in that tiny basement with a very low ceiling.
Anyone hit their head?
I don't think so. This one girl crowd surfed and she almost got dropped, you would say, right?
She almost got dropped, and then she got close to hitting her head multiple times.
Yeah.
It was dangerous.
But that's the fun of it. And the bands were great. And everyone was cool. One of Bob's guitar amps might be broken. But other than that, there were no casualties.
No cops called, which was great.
And one of the guitar player from Roswell debacle, he left his guitar at the show and didn't realize it until the next day. And
I saw that post on Facebook.
And I thought that was really funny.
I saw him post on Facebook. Anybody find an SG in the basement or something?
Yeah. What
Link in the description.
Like a description. Yeah, that is worth linking.
I'll show the SG guitar. And that's it.
Dude, it was a good time. Surprisingly, me, Rick, and Herman were the only people to stay over there. That didn't live at the house. Well, Shayna did, but that's another story. But it was yeah, man, it was a cool gig.
It was an awesome show, man.
Yeah,
it's cool to be in a basement.
We're in a basement right now.
I know, and it's so cool.
They don't have.
We don't have basements in California.
What the hell is wrong with California?
We have earthquakes. That's why.
So
if you had a basement, then everything will come down into the basement.
I forgot about that.
I thought that was more of an issue with the sea level.
Well, that too, but earthquakes is definitely one of the main factors, especially after the few big ones we had.
How often do you experience an earthquake that you actually notice?
Last one I noticed was it last year? I felt it move. The earth move a little bit, but it was a lot bigger in northern LA.
But how regular would you say you feel them?
Feel them? Not much at all. So we always guess ourselves, is that a truck or is that an earthquake? Do I need to get up? So
you don't have any guesstimate.
I would say maybe once every few months, maybe.
Oh, that's still pretty often.
That are actually strong, or you're just talking...
Just that you feel it, that you notice, that you know it's an earthquake.
Well, I would say maybe once in a few months.
Wow.
But it's questionable. That's the thing. They're questionable because we don't know if it's an earthquake or not. We would have to check Twitter or turn on the news. You know?
One time we had one here and everybody freaked out.
Oh yeah,
you guys had an earthquake?
We had one. I think that's the only earthquake I ever know of. I have a good story for that one. Because this was 7 years ago, probably.
Yeah, it was
6 or 7 years ago.
I think it was in 2010, 2011.
Yeah, and
I saw it on my memories feed on Facebook.
Dude, it was so I remember because I almost wrote it. I was struggling with the ending to the backseat, and I tried to write a version of the script with this as an ending, and it didn't work. But what happened was I was here in Monroe sleeping. I felt my bed shaking, thinking it was my dream because it was long. That's the thing. It was a good 30 seconds to a minute at least, right?
Oh, wow. That's pretty long.
And I just hear my mom yelling, "Oh, shit," a bunch of times. My mom never curses. I just hear her screaming, and she ran outside just screaming. And I was only really awake for a look because it morphed into my dreams or whatever. And I'm in bed and I'm like, oh, this isn't real. But it was. And it was. That's crazy.
I hate when that happens.
The bad thing is that never happened. We the earthquakes never happen around here.
Well, I mean, when gets morphed into your dream like that, that's scary.
It's fun. Diddy, what was your earthquake experience?
I was actually at the library with Scott, and our table started shaking. And
did he cry?
No, we were stop pushing the table, damn it! So the other people around, I'm not pushing the
I love
table.
That you would blame these other people immediately.
Well, we both thought it was somebody across from us pushing at the table repeatedly because it was shaking like crazy.
So it was pretty strong, scary strong.
For us.
Well, that's true.
We never experienced it. Then there were pictures on Facebook going around like this is the aftermath of the earthquake, and it had like a table flipped over or something.
All the damage done from the hurricane.
All the damage done from the earthquake.
So I gotta mention last night because we're talking about earthquakes. Like you guys have this storm going on right now. What do you call it? A nor'easter.
A nor'easter, but it was nothing.
Dude, like I swear I could feel like the house like swaying a bit, and that for being from California makes me think, oh my god, is that an earthquake? So like last night I was just thinking like, is this an earthquake or what? And it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
That's what basements are for. Get out of California and move in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I felt there, the winds were something last night today. It still looks a little nasty. How was you actually, Brian, you've been outside today. How is it?
It's pretty windy. My car was like shaking all the way on the way here. Because it just blows my car.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to Princeton later today.
We're at in Princeton.
Just walking around in general. Herman's insisting on coming to Jersey, so I figured him and Rick should see Princeton because it's an awesome town.
Yeah, it feels like Harry Potter land or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like castle-looking buildings.
Yeah, I always tell people it's kind of like going to Europe, except like less than a half hour from Monroe.
We were actually there a week or two ago going to the Princeton Record Exchange.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sucks there, though.
That's a great store. Fuck you.
I wouldn't recommend it. Never go there.
Princeton Record Exchange is a great store. What's your problem with the Record Exchange? It's one of the best record
Never
stores.
go there. It's pricey. Fuck it.
It's only it's pricey on certain things, but they have like an amazing selection.
Go to Vintage Vinyl instead.
Yeah, Vintage Vinyl's great cool. Too, but Record Exchange is special. Record Exchange is better for used movies, for sure. They have really, really cheap movies there. I bought like 4 Blu-rays there Black Friday weekend or Thanksgiving weekend for less than $20. And I was recognized for being in Sally Draper at that thing. A group of young hooligans came up to me and they said they were listening to the new EP. And I said, thanks.
Where? At the music store?
At the Record Exchange in Princeton.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Imagine the next one. How big it's gonna get because of the guest.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, people were singing along to some of the songs. People that we didn't know.
Holy crap.
Yeah, by that I mean like 3 people, but it was cool. Rick as the witness, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Reality TV is what we will do.
Where I really heard it was the "fuck you" chorus of struggling artists. Hearing everyone scream those "fuck yous." Fuck me, fuck everything. That part.
But most of all,
fuck Diddy.
That's cool. People actually know the songs, though.
Yeah, it's good that like the first band I've been in that's people seem to genuinely like is getting there.
Get on it, Bob.
Before I leave.
Yeah, come on, Bob.
You know what the worst part is? I definitely talked to Bob about this at some point on Friday night, but it was late into the drinking part of the night, not during the sober parts of the night. So I don't remember what exactly we came to.
Damn. Come on, get on it, Bob. We need to hear it.
Oh, anyway, dude, like
subliminal.
Like 10 minutes ago, I was trying to segue into the hot button topic of sorts. A local thing. So someone down the street from me got murdered. Bludgeoned with an axe, and allegedly his eyes got ripped out.
Holy
and it was
shit.
by someone that me and Brian went to high school with, who was a little bit younger than us.
It was? Who was it?
I don't want to say on here. I don't want to take any, but it was not someone that I really knew or remember in any way. But one of our previous guests had sort of hung out with him a couple times.
Wait, this person was bludgeoned with an axe?
This person bludgeoned his stepdad.
Holy shit.
And I believe it's with an axe because they said it was bludgeoned and they died of chop wounds to the head.
Can you call him an axe murderer?
Yeah,
then?
I think so. And this happened on Garvey Road, of all places.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I like that you're laughing.
It's unintentional. It was at my stupid joke.
Well, there was a picture of you holding an axe, right?
Holy shit. Now that link needs to be in the description. That might even need to be our cover photo, man.
God damn it.
You know we're right. My favorite thing about that picture is when someone was asking Scott, they like made a Shining joke, like, is that The Shining? And he wrote back, no, it's my brother.
And then I commented, here's Brian.
Speaking of Scott, a big issue that's come up. Does Scott not know how to spell the word mine, or is he trying to be cool and slangy when he spells? Because your brother spells mine M-Y-N-E.
I think he's just trying to be cool, because I know he knows how to spell it.
Yeah, well, he can't spell a lot of things, but I feel like, come on, that's...
I think his autocorrect picked up on it, and then it just starts doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It added to his phone's dictionary or something. Like, I have a few of those words, too, that add to my phone's dictionary.
Yeah, like sick dick.
No. Why the fuck would that be there?
It's a cool phrase.
I'm not cool.
Brian, you're the coolest guy around.
I'm the coolest kid in the school.
That's why all the nudie pics that get sent to us on our podcast Snapchat are always like, this is for Brian.
You mean the podcast Snapchat?
Yeah.
That we totally don't have yet?
Dude, we have it.
I'll make it if it's not existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it Brian and Ryan, the Snapchat. I don't want Snapchat. Fuck that.
Come on. It'll be fun. We'll get nudies. We'll send nudes of Rick to everyone.
Nah. No, I don't like Snapchat though. I don't want it.
Have you used it?
I tried it like once or twice.
Yeah,
it's not really my thing.
I'm not really a fan of it either. What I find it's good for when usually when your brother posts something stupid on Facebook but isn't funny enough to keep a screenshot of, I'll just take a picture of it and then send it to like a couple friends on Snapchat. So he'd be like, "What's wrong with Scott?" You think I'm joking? That's like very true.
I know.
No, I believe it.
Yeah.
Like especially if someone came up to me and told me about it, I'd definitely believe it.
So, what's the meaning of life, bro?
Life exists for, I don't know. I don't know the meaning of life. That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for, figuring out. I don't know it. Nobody knows it, but Rick has a good idea on it.
Yeah. Rick's got it all figured out.
That's why he's so far in life.
But at the point where you think you figure it out, you end up finding out it's not right.
It turns on you.
It turns on you, exactly.
Yeah.
Life gets turned upside down. And then you're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
That's very true.
I'm gonna break it to you fast. I'm gonna break it to you quick. You ain't gonna last when she's sucking on your dick.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, Brian?
I was writing a cartoon, so I was gonna like follow some guy around, diss raps at him, like because he's trying to hit on ladies or something.
Yeah.
And this guy was gonna like follow this guy around that's hitting on all the ladies. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea.
I think it was a great idea.
I started storyboarding it too, and I'm like, I don't have anyone to help me voice these people, so I said fuck it and stop.
Dude, hello. You're surrounded by people who would voice things for you.
I'm surrounded by voice actors.
We record a fucking audio podcast with some regularity. Come on.
I
would be happy to voice anything.
Maybe we can do that then.
Yeah.
I gotta like work on a script too, like
Yeah.
just to get that out.
I think you could do it.
I think I could. I like the little engine that can. I think I can.
Yeah.
I don't think. I know you can.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, to make this a bit of a crossover from Rick's podcast, even though it's not really because Brian wasn't on Rick's podcast. So, Brian, if you didn't fuck up and if you came last night / yesterday as we sort of originally planned, we were going to try to do a crossover with Rick's very popular Some Shit We Like podcast. But we already recorded that episode last night. But to kind of cross over, there was a bit of film news that came out today that I'm sure you heard by now, Rick.
I
Maybe
did.
You did too.
Yeah. Well, I can still splice this in.
We could cross them over.
Cross them over. So let's do it.
Did you hear the big film news?
What is the film news? I haven't heard it.
They announced the title and did a teaser poster for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
That's what I heard. Yeah, I did hear about that before. I didn't know that's what you were referencing yet, though.
Brian, you still haven't seen any of like the new Star Wars movies, have you?
I haven't seen 7. I haven't seen Rogue One. Yep.
Goofing, man.
Wow.
I'll get to it, though. You watch.
I did
I'll
watch
get to it.
Yeah, The Last Jedi, man. That's an interesting title,
Yeah.
which makes you come to the conclusion of
Everyone else is being dead.
who's gonna die.
Well, you know, Mark Hamill is there still.
Well, yeah, he's obviously still there, but
Well,
that
don't
means
say
some-
obviously. Brian hasn't seen the movies, the last two.
I got spoiled on on 7 though.
Was it Scott?
No, Scott didn't see it.
Okay, but who spoiled it for you?
The internet.
Assholes.
The internet's full of pricks.
Yeah, that's why I gotta like. There's a new M. Night Shyamalan movie that just came out this weekend, Split. And I've heard mixed things, but from everyone I've heard it has like the craziest twist ending ever. So I feel like I gotta see that in the next day or two before I like see it as a fucking dumb meme.
Oh, wow.
Those memes are for fucking people who don't know how to fucking have original thoughts.
Isn't he known for his twist endings
Yeah,
too?
but apparently this twist is like the most batshit crazy one yet. Like in ever is what people are saying.
It turns out the axe murderer is secretly me, but I'm wearing a suit, so I look like this other guy.
Or that it's the plants the whole time. That's actually a spoiler for one of his movies. But
I never
won't say
saw
which
that
one.
movie.
The ant, the plant picked up the axe and murdered him. And then it went to living the rest of its life as a houseplant. I don't know. These ideas.
Ugh.
That's a perfect idea for your next movie, though.
Yeah.
Feel free to credit me when you use it.
All right. Brian, when I'm in LA, if I get a big break, would you come out to like show up in the background or something?
Yeah, I would show up.
All right.
Assuming I could get the time off and if I had the money to travel, definitely.
All right. Are you ever going to visit me when I'm out there?
I would try to, but I don't know if I'll have the funds to.
All right. If you plan it in advance, Rick, tell Brian how much your flight costs round trip on Virgin, a very nice
airline. It only costs $250.
For a round trip all the way?
Yeah.
From here to California?
Yeah.
No layovers or anything?
No
back.
layovers.
Holy
Just straight
crap.
from Los Angeles, LAX, here to Newark.
Yeah, man. And you come to LA, Brian, you got a place to stay with me.
Oh, so no hotel costs either.
Yeah, I'd
That's
be such a dick if I put you up in a hotel.
Like,
you
yeah,
come
you can
visit me.
but you can't stay.
Come visit me. You can't stay here. What the fuck are you thinking?
So, Brian,
Yes.
what's the meaning of life?
Life has no meaning. It was designed
jeez.
with no meaning.
That's very dark. Like, have you guys literally tried to dissect the meaning of life? Or at least come
Have
to
you
a
not
conclusion?
listened to every single episode?
Maybe the first episode we actually tried and then we gave up.
No, we didn't give up.
We gave up. That's
You
why
gave up.
Well, there's this lost episode I hear about, so I don't know.
we did dissect the meaning of life in that episode.
That
but
was
you're
a
not
bad time, that episode.
That was the dark times.
I heard that was the worst night of someone's life.
The dark
Here's a
timeline.
brownie, take a bite.
Never doing that again.
Woo-hoo!
Give me the guitar, I'll play it.
You
Nah,
Get the guitar yourself, you
Ah.
lazy fuck.
I don't feel like getting up. This couch absorbs me. It's true.
It's a comfortable couch.
It's true. Like, you can't get up when you sit in this couch. Link in the description.
Yeah.
No, I'll just post some IKEA bullshit.
The IKEA model number.
Just get this IKEA couch, bring this ticket to the cashier, and then you gotta go get it from the back yourself.
Wow. You know, I've never been to an IKEA.
What?
Uh,
Brian, have you been to an IKEA?
Only once, but it was a long time ago.
I haven't been to one since I was a kid. I know I used to go with my parents every now and then. I think we went a lot probably when I moved. And I remember at the time, because they're huge. They're like the biggest places.
right. That's what I hear.
And I remember the food because they have like a full like food court.
Yeah, they
what I
sell like
hear,
meatballs
yeah.
and stuff.
And
too.
they had like a cool like playground, like a pretty big playground type thing for kids, where you could just drop your kids off and ignore them while you like pick out furniture. I'd like to go back as an adult. Actually, I feel like I wouldn't be as. I'm sure I'll go because they have them in LA, right?
Yeah, we got like 3 or 4
Or
of
I'll
them.
probably end up having to go because I'm not gonna have any fucking furniture when I get out there. So, I was gonna say there's also one right by the airport that
Yeah.
I'm taking Rick to
I think it's in
tomorrow.
Carson.
But I don't want to do shit in the morning.
Neither do I. Speaking of doing stuff in the morning, it's like 2 in the afternoon and we're recording this.
Yeah, Brian, very last second, was like, oh, I can podcast for right now.
I can come right now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
And that's what we did.
That's what we're doing
Brian
right
drove
now.
Through the storm. Rick hasn't even showered yet.
I drove through the 60-mile-per-hour winds just to get here.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm scared to go out, man.
It's just rain.
Yeah, it's
I know you
wind
don't
and
experience rain in California, but that's about all it is.
Yeah, it'll be fine. By the way, Brian, my vehicle's having issues again.
Again?
Yeah, I don't like the way it's been driving. Rick can attest to it.
Didn't you just take it to get fixed like a week ago?
Yep.
And then you took it to like 2 weeks before that to get it fixed.
It keeps having issues, so I'm pretty nervous because I gotta drive it to the other side of the country, and then I need it to work while I'm out there.
You're fucked. You gotta get it fixed.
Brian, if we called up one of our friends who's a loyal fan of the show, he's a good friend of Rick's, will you give him a hello on speakerphone?
Who is it?
Here, his name's Bryce. Rick, call him up.
All right.
But don't, just give the phone to Brian, but have it on speaker.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about Bryce. Sometimes he doesn't answer phones.
I know, but you're going to try. Brian can leave a message, too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
tell him, hey, Bryce, this is Brian calling you from the podcast. Whatever you want to say to him. He's a big fan, though, of the show.
Is he really, though?
Yeah, not joking.
But he never left a comment or anything.
Yeah,
How do we
Bryce.
know if people don't love us if they don't like, comment, and subscribe?
Keep the speaker near the mic, Bry.
I feel weird doing this with people I don't know.
He's a fan of the show, dude. He knows who you are.
It's ringing.
Come on, Bryce. Answer the phone.
He's also a co-host on Rick's podcast.
Yeah. It
7.
might be too early for him.
Oh, block the number.
Block.
7.
You can find a tape. Wait. Give Brian the phone so he can leave the message.
Hello, my name is Brian. I'm calling from the Brian and Ryan podcast for Search for the Meaning of Life podcast, and they wanted me to say hello. So, hello and goodbye. I don't know.
That was awesome. I actually think that's probably the highlight of the podcast, the chaos of dealing with the phone number.
It's the
He'd
only
be pissed if it got out there, so please try to... Oh,
Yeah.
he's calling back.
Oh.
No.
Answer it.
Shh.
You know how...
Hello? Hey, this is Brian from the Brian and Ryan Search for the Meaning of Life podcast, and hello.
Oh, I'm on the show?
Yeah, you're on the show, first caller.
I'm so happy right now. So what do I win?
$5 million. I don't know.
Aw.
They just wanted me to call you and say hello.
Okay, well, hi, Brian. I'm Bryce.
Hello, Bryce. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just
How's
hope
your day so?
it's good. I have to go to a job interview a little after this, though.
Oh, I hope you get it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
What are you interviewing for, Brian?
It's a kitchen job.
Doing what?
Washing dishes and
Where?
deliver.
Do you mind saying the place?
Oh, you're gonna nail it.
Thank you. It's
You got this, Brian. I believe in you.
Thank you. It's right on Forest Gate Drive,
What's it called?
Brookdale, I think.
That's a college.
No, it's something like that.
The college diner?
The college diner. What the hell is the college diner,
I
Rick?
don't know. Some colleges have their own diner inside.
Oh, I'm gonna give Rick's phone back to him. Here you go.
All right.
Bye, Bryce.
Bye.
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 You just made his dreams come true.
He's so happy.
Can you blame him?
Not at all.
So
I'm just kidding. False bravado is fun. I like to use it.
dude, if you get a restaurant job, that means you get to hook up with all the hot waitresses.
Waitresses in a kitchen in a retirement home?
Yeah.
Really, Ryan?
You're
Really?
saying they can't have attractive waitresses at a retirement home?
I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying, why would they?
Why wouldn't they?
Why would they? Because all the attractive ladies go to restaurants because they get the better money there, better tips and whatever.
Yeah, maybe they
because you
care
can't
for
get
old
tips at a
people.
retirement home.
Oh.
Well, I'm not even kidding. They don't allow you to take tips.
Yeah, that's understandable because some of them have like dementia and shit.
Here's $5,000 for this food.
So how are you? What time's your interview?
It's like 2:30. No, it's not 2:30. It's 3. I just needed to be home by around 2:30 so I could shower and stuff.
Okay, so we got like another 5 or so minutes that we could pod. I guess it's 2:16 now.
All right, Rick. I don't think we got to this. How was your week, and how is it in New Jersey? I know you've been here before because we've met before, but how are you enjoying your time?
I'm really enjoying it. I love the East Coast. It's definitely a different experience, obviously, from being over there.
You don't got basements there.
We obviously don't got basements. And you guys got this scary ass winds going and rain.
I know the mic can't pick it up, but there's like wind howling in the background.
Yeah, I mean the closest like strong winds we get are the Santa Ana winds, and those are probably about like, I don't know, 15, 25 miles an hour. I think
not compared to like the 60-mile-an-hour winds we're supposed to have.
Yeah, we don't get anything crazy like that, and the Santa Ana winds usually only happen like once or twice in the winter. But the experience here has been pretty awesome. Yeah, the basement show was my first basement show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you don't have basements.
Because we don't have basements. We have backyard shows. But this basement show was really awesome. It was definitely an experience I will remember for the rest of my life.
You definitely have to come back for more whenever possible too. Although Ryan's moving.
Ryan's moving, so I'm going to be taking him to backyard shows.
My plan is to come home and play shows a couple times a year. So
maybe I'll come back with them.
Yeah, and I did actually someone reached out to me from Los Angeles very publicly on Facebook about doing some shows out there.
Really?
Yeah, which I don't know.
Wouldn't
Bob does not fly, so that might be hard to figure out.
Oh, come on, Bob.
I'll either play solo or there's no stop spoiling it. It's secret plans, Diddy. How many times do I gotta tell you?
I'll beep it out.
Yeah, bleep it out.
I'll make like a sine wave generator or something.
Or can you actually put, since it's Bob, can you put like some sort of chicken or bird noise?
You can.
Just to.
You want me to edit the show for you, Brian? I can edit the show for you.
Yeah, if you want.
You got to remember all the bleeps, the links in the description.
Oh,
it's a lot of responsibility.
Never mind then. I don't want to do the links in the description. I do enough of that shit.
Link in the description.
Link in the description.
To your podcast.
Yeah, there's some shit we like podcast, Rick's podcast, which me and Rick gushed for about 45 minutes about the movie 20th Century Women, which is amazing. And Brian, you should see that.
You should.
In fact,
maybe someday.
It's amazing and it'll make you a better man.
I'll see it someday.
Not that you're a bad man.
I'm a bad man. I don't know.
Sorry. Oh yeah, so you're shaving for this interview, right?
Yeah, I might leave the goatee though.
You're leaving the goatee.
It's been like a month since I shaved.
I think this looks good on you though.
Should I keep it then?
I'd say so. I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna be working in the kitchen, I'd say you shave.
Yeah.
Not all of it. Just you can keep the goatee, but I would at least shave though. Just because I used to wash dishes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It's not.
I did it for like 2 days, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out.
I did it for 4 years.
Brian, do you know what Rick's old career was and that he went to school for?
What was your career? Because I don't know it.
It's pretty interesting.
I went to Bryman College for massage therapy.
So
really?
He could give you Can you give Brian a massage right now?
I haven't massaged someone in so long, and
so start with Brian before his big interview.
And the reason I stopped was because I don't like touching people, and I don't like being touched.
Is this why you're so good at masturbating?
Yep. But it's funny though that the college I went to now, Bryman College, was bankrupt and closed on by the government.
Many students not pursuing their careers afterwards because they somehow go to massage school and then afterwards are like, wait, I don't like touching people.
Well, I did it for like 2 years when I graduated, and then I just kind of stopped.
And
I can't do this anymore.
Exactly.
I can't do
this anymore.
Brian, it's 2:20. I don't want to make you late for your job interview, especially if you got to shave. Do we wrap things up? I could talk all day and all night. I'm loving this, but
all right, you guys can keep recording and I'll leave.
No, then it's no longer. We can't search for the meaning of life without you.
Yep.
It's been a good 45-minute episode, so.
Yeah, the last was around the same too.
Yeah, we will do a long one for our next one.
Don't we have like secret plans for some other thing on Saturday?
I think so.
Nothing's like
Not
really
so secret
confirmed.
anymore.
Yeah, but there
Nobody
might be
responded
there might
to
be a
those
thing
secret
going on
emails.
Saturday. I don't know.
Maybe if it does, we'll let you guys know because you'll see it and whatever.
Link in the description.
Then I'll have to like post edit like a week after it happens.
Link in the description.
Link in the fucking description.
And I guess is that the meaning of life, Brian, Rick?
I think that's the meaning.
The meaning of life is the links in the description.
All right. Goodbye, people.
Goodbye.
Good night. Good afternoon, night.